Alrighty, let's do it, everybody. It's Wednesday morning. Again, not a threat, not a promise, whatever you want to call it. We've been a little bit slower and heavier on our workouts per se. I know there's been cranked up parts, but we had a nice hot streak there in August, and then we had a nice smoky streak to finish the summer. So we're going to dial it up a tiny bit today, and of course, again, it's not threatening, I'm not changing what we're doing, but it also is going to have a different rhythm and feel too. So let's just get ready for a nice, good, challenging workout. And the nice thing about being online is you can always tell me no. I'm not going to hear you or judge you, but let's get to work. We have our warm-up loop that we did last week. It's a 12-part warm-up loop. I need you warm, and that's joints, and that's muscle, and that's heart, and that's lungs. I need you warm, so we're not doing a workout circuit, okay? When you're ready, you've got your 10 regular squats, hips, 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 right? I need those joints warm and loose, so I don't say low very often, right? I say load more often, but let's get those things ready. Hips, 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 get down, get dirty, get funky. 10 regular squat, slow, low, hips, booty, eyes, thighs, those toes are able to wiggle. You're pushing through the flat of your feet. You'll then have your 10 stationary reverse lunges, step and load. Again, this is body weight. You're getting warm. We've done this before. The front leg is pulling you up. The back leg is not pushing you up. Breathe. And again, on our warm-ups, you're thinking joint mobility. Your joints are moving. Muscle elongating, muscle contracting, increasing your blood flow, increasing your heart rate. Oxygen in, CO2 out. Standing scissors. Elongate all those things you're trying to warm up and those things that you've been sitting on. And my bad joke for the day is you're stretching what mama gave you. Hammies, glutes, posture, breathe. 10 on your standing scissors. Then you're gonna lay down for your 10 abs scissors. Again, we did this warm-up loop last Wednesday, I believe. 12-part warm-up. You've done the loops before. 10 ab scissors. You're laying down. I'm not saying you don't get your abs on the standing scissors, but it's definitely more elongation of muscle focused, rhythm focused, activation of anterior muscle focused. When you get done, stay on the ground. We're going to start with our 10 slow runners. You can start from the up or down on your 10 slow runners. Runners is elbows to knees, not knees to nose. Breathe. 10 ab runners. Then you'll stand up for your 10 standing runners. You're not in a hurry. Take your time. Wednesday morning, we've got plenty of work coming your way. Standing runners is elbows to knees, not knees to nose again, but again, a little more mobility focused, activation focused, maybe a little rhythm and heart rate focused. 10 standing runners. Breathe and focus. You're then going to do your 10 alternating, balancing, lengthening, stiff-legged deadlifts. Let there be the balancing component, so don't race through the motion. You're definitely going to have that lengthening component, but you got to get all the way up. What goes all the way up consistently is able to go back down consistently. Everybody at some point in their life will have a I can't get back up and or I'm not able to go down situation. Let's avoid that as long as possible. After your 10 alternating stiff-legged deadlifts, you're on your 10 wide squats. Hips, 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 hips. Booty, booty, booty. Eyes, eyes, eyes. Thighs, thighs, thighs. Around. When I say thighs, it's a general term for I want you thinking about your legs, not your back. Your hips are always moving. Your glutes are always turning on. Posture, breathe on your wide squats. When you get down to that part, take a big deep breath. We have 4 more things to do as we warm up, because I need you ready. You're then going to have your 10 narrow squats. Your feet are inside the width of your hips. 10 narrow squats. Those toes are able to wiggle a little bit. That doesn't mean your toes are up, and that doesn't mean you're directly on your heels either. You're pushing to the flat of your feet. 10 narrow squats. You're then going to have your 10 alternating lateral lunges. You've got the step, load, push. I've been dabbling on these a little bit more the last couple weeks for that lateral loading motion. Breathe. Getting outside of your normal body position. 10 alternating lateral lunges. Step, load, push. We're getting those joints ready. We're getting those tendons ready. Tendons connect your muscles to your joints. We're getting that body ready. You'll have your 10 Jack LaLannes. Big, slow motion. You gotta get up. Jack LaLannes and stiff-legged deadlifts, although similar, they are different. I want you to think stretching on your Jack LaLannes. I want you to think dynamic lengthening on your stiff-legged deadlifts. 10 Jack LaLannes, and then you're gonna have your 10 swimmers. Whether you're on your hands and knees or you're laying on your stomach, 10 swimmers. Upper back, middle back, lower back, glutes, hammies, middle back muscles, upper back muscles. There's mobility of joints, activation of muscles around your joints. You've got balance, coordination, motion, and if you're laying on your stomach, you got support and contraction. Alrighty. I didn't want to scare you away earlier. I need you ready. We don't do these things very often, but I did promise you a little more challenging workout today. We have our 5 different 20 squats. I'm gonna get you through your squats. You've done it before, and clearly I wouldn't mind load. And load is either weight or time. Your combo, I want you to exert 50, yes I said 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 on your exertions. Your exertions, right? High knees, running revolutions or walking reps. Butt kicks, running revolutions, walking reps. You got your taps, I'll be here. You got burpees, you got jump squats, you got split jumps. I want you to work hard, okay? 5 different 20 squats. We're gonna do 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 on our hard work. And I want you working hard. When you're ready, weight is preferred, but it's always optional. Weight is either up or down in the middle on your 20 regular squats. You can have 1 weight or you can have 2 weights. Weight up on your body does turn on a little more core. And that's why I like weight up on regular squats. We do weight down on our wide squats. Anyhow, 20 regular squats. Don't wait for me to start your work, but maybe you're gonna have to wait for me to start your legs, because everybody's gonna have a different choice. 20 regular squats, 50 on your exertion. If you're running, it's revolutions, high knees and butt kicks. If you're walking, it's reps, high knees and butt kicks, jumping jacks, walking jacks, split jumps, jump squats, burpees, taps. If it's high and big, it's reps. If it's low and quick, it's revolutions. When you get done with your 20 regular squats, don't wait for me. 50 on your exertion. If you do find yourself waiting for me, cool, stretch for a second or do a couple extra reps. If you're at the gym, we've got, 11 people here on the call. You would have 11 different positions. Nobody's gonna be at the same spot at the same time. Again, your agilities, high knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, walking jacks, bench taps or ball taps. your plyometrics, jump squats, split jumps, burpees, something big and challenging. Remember, if you're running high knees, it's revolutions, and it means you count every other leg. If your butt kicks, it's revolutions, right? The bigger, slower reps. Round 2, 20 wide squats. If you're not there, cool. When you get there, weight is down in the middle, whether you have one weight or 2 weights. After your 20 wide squats, you'll be on 40 exertions. Don't wait for me on the exertions. If you're a little ahead of me, just take a quick little stretch or do a couple extra reps. I do want you to have a nice anaerobic challenging circuit. So if you do a couple extra reps, you're going to maintain that heart rate. If you want to add some stretching, cool. 20 wide squats, 40 on your exertion. This circuit is 100 total legs and 150 total exertions. Yes, it's time to get after it. 20 wide squats. Again, jumping jacks, reps. Walking jacks, reps, less impact. High knees, running revolutions, walking reps. Butt kicks, running revolutions, walking reps. Taps, high and big is reps. Low and quick is revolutions. You've got jump squats. That might affect your legs a little bit. You've got split jumps. I want you to work. I want you to work hard. Remember, if you need to do a couple extra reps, awesome. Everybody has a different spot. You can always stretch for a second. Round 3, when you get there, and I'm not saying you should be there, 20 narrow squats. Weight is either up under chin or down outside of legs. 20 narrow squats. My volume is up for a reason. I want to give you guys some energy. I want you to work hard. I want some intensity this morning. Oh, yes. 20 narrow squats. And then 30 on your exertion. So today's a hard working day. Lots of work. Hips, booty, eyes, thighs. Remember, I would love the load that you can handle on a squat. If you were at the gym, you would have had the 5 different leg presses and your high angle treadmill at 30% incline. Walking vigorously was a pyramid of time, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 minutes. Similar circuit, probably a little longer and harder. When you get done with your narrow squats 20, you're on your 30 exertions. And I'm only giving that information not to scare you, but to maybe entice you to come see me, and that way we can diversify your tools and your exercises. Again, 30 exertions. If you need to do a couple extra reps, instead of waiting for me, do a couple extra reps. Round 4, not saying you should be there. Round 4 is 20 on your stiff-legged deadlifts, both legs. Remember, you can say RDLs if you want to. However, RDLs touches the powerlifting world. So you would need to have the load associated so you can create power. So stiff-legged is a smooth version. But when I say stiff-legged, most people think I'm saying the single-leg stiff-legged, which we primarily do. Both legs, both hands, hips, booty, eyes, thighs, posture, breathe. You gotta get tall. 20 stiff-legged deadlifts. And then you're gonna be on your 20 exertions. Remember, if you're in a different spot, awesome. I promise you, after this circuit's done, you have time to catch up. 20 stiff-legged deadlifts is round 4 with your 20 exertions. Stiff-leggeds are a bigger, slower motion versus your wide squats and your narrow squats and your regular squats. Hammies, booty, posture. After your stiff-legged deadlifts, remember you're on your 20 exertions. If you are running or doing something little, it's a quicker, you count revolutions. If you're doing something bigger and you feel like it's a little slower, you're going to count the reps. Remember, you can do a couple extra reps, or you can stretch for a second and breathe. If you have a stability ball, you're going to join me on stability ball squats. I didn't bring it down here, never mind. If you have a stability ball, you're going to do stability ball squats. If you don't have a stability ball, repeat any of your other squats you just did. You can even do a couple of each if you want to. But if you have that ball, my bad for not bringing it down here, ball against the wall, weight is either up under chin, or you can have 2 weights down outside legs. You're using the ball as a guide to your squatting depth. 20 ball squats if you have a ball, or 20 of any of your squats if you don't have the ball. Remember, I've said this many times, I don't always give exercises with certain tools because not everybody has the same tools. And I never want you to be discouraged by not being able to do something. 20 ball squats if you have it, any of your squats if you don't, and then you have 10 exertions coming your way. Only 10. Breathe, focus. A level of intensity is behind today. That's why I'm talking like this. We're not always going to have hard, intense workouts when it's dark and cold and wet, because that would be 7 months of the year, or 8 months of the year. 10 exertions: high knees, butt kicks, jumping jacks, split jumps, squats, bench, taps, burpees, anything challenging. If you're not, it's by the door. Sorry, it's by the men's door there, sorry. It's right by the men's door. Alrighty, we have 1 loop of abs and obliques now. We're going to have another circuit. We're going to have another loop of abs and obliques, and we'll see how much time we have at the end, okay? 1 loop. You can stand on your obliques. You can go on the ground on your obliques. You're going to be on the ground potentially anyways on your abs. 25 right obliques. Then you're going to have 25 sit-ups, and then 25 left obliques, and then 25 reverse crunches, and then 25 Supermans. So 5 things to do. You're going to repeat it after the next circuit. Okay? So just do 1 loop now. You can do standing left hand right oblique. You can do right side up double lateral leg lifts. You can do right side down hip dips. You can lay on your back, knees to your left for your right side crunch. I didn't say go fast. Okay? We're actually going to slow this down a tiny bit. The next circuit is an upper body version of what we just did, kinda. So 25 right obliques, whether you're standing or you're on the ground. You'll then do 25 sit-ups. You can lay on the ground, you can lay on a bench, you can lay on a ball on your sit-ups. Then you have your 25 left obliques, then your 25 reverse crunches, and then 25 Supermans. Remember, we're not going to go fast. In fact, I want to slow this down a tiny bit compared to that last circuit. 25 right obliques, 25 sit-ups. You could be on the ground, legs straight or knees bent. You could be on a ball, feet wide, feet narrow. You could be on a bench. Feet can be on the bench or on the ground. But I would love the biggest sit-up that you can do. 25 sit-ups. This loop is 125 reps. You'll do it again after the next circuit. So there's your 250 abs and obliques. 25 is the number. And it's not to go fast, it's to get it done. Wednesday morning, a little level of intensity today. Remember, I always try to be a little bit ahead of you. 25 right obliques, 25 sit-ups, 25 left obliques, 25 reverse crunches, and then 25 Supermans. I'm not saying it so you go faster. In fact, I want everybody to consolidate or condense on this circuit. Everybody kind of catches up with each other. If you stood and did obliques earlier, stand and do obliques again. The weight is in your other hand. If you're on the ground, double lateral leg lifts. The up side is pulling your legs up. If you did that, the down side is pushing your body up. If you did hip dips, and of course you can lay on your back, knees to your right for your left side crunch. And that is your mobility oblique. You could probably even say flexibility. Your side crunches, I'm not gonna say it's the best oblique, however, it has lots of components of mobility of hips and spine, flexibility of the muscles around your hips and spine, and then you have the activation of the exercise. 25 right obliques should be done. 25 sit-ups, probably done. 25 left obliques, 25 reverse crunches, and then 25 Supermans. Breathe, focus. Breathe, focus. We're just doing one loop now. We'll do another loop after the next circuit. Breathe and focus. Reverse crunches. Your body can be up if you want it to be up. You've got the isometric crunch, and then you have the legs moving because of your abs. Your body can be down. I still want you engaged and focused, but you're going to be able to relax your head and your neck and your abs a little bit. But no matter what, your legs are moving because of your abs. 25 reverse crunches. Both legs are moving because of your abs. And then 25 Supermans. If you hate Supermans, despise Supermans, if Supermans hurt, you can either just do upper body motion, which I'll show you. You can just do lower body, or you can just do swimmers if you want to. But Supermans is the muscle version of swimmers. Swimmers is a mobility, even though you do use your muscles, right? So Supermans would be the everything up. You could also mix in just your upper body. It's a training tool. Upper back, middle back, up back, middle back. You've got lower body only Supermans. Again, a training tool, building trust in Supermans. Mix them up as you wish. I would love the Superman, but of course I know how hard it can be for people. Again, if you hate laying on your stomach, you can do swimmers. You can be on hands, knees, or laying on your stomach. If it hurts to do Supermans, try doing just the upper body or just the lower body Supermans. 25 Supermans. Breathe and focus. Alrighty. I don't expect you to be done, but I would love to have an ear so I can talk about the next circuit. Push-ups is preferred because of the potential load increase. Most people don't have heavy enough weights at home for the dumbbell chest press or bar chest press. And we're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? What the heck? So, I do prefer push-ups partly because of rhythm and partly because of load. But if you do have heavier tools, like a bar or dumbbells, our reps are going to be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is 10 rounds. I haven't given this circuit in like 2 years. Your alternating biceps are always going to be 10 total reps, which is 5 each side. Why am I talking loud and you got to turn down your screen? Because I want to give you some energy and power, and I want you to get this circuit done kind of like that first circuit. 10 push-ups or 10 heavy chest press, 10 alternating biceps. 9 push-ups, 9 chest press, 10 alternating biceps. 8 push-ups, 10 alternating biceps. 7. You get it? You got it? Okay, let's go. So everybody's gonna have a different position in the circuit because of the tools, the exercises, the load, the mobility. But if you stay with me, we're gonna be pretty close. 10 push-ups or chest presses. How can you make push-ups easier? You elevate your upper body so you can have your hands on something like a bench, tire, car, garage. How do you make your push-ups harder? You decline your upper body. You get your feet up on something. The decline push-up simulates an incline bench press. An incline push-up simulates a decline bench press. So you can make push-ups easier and you can make push-ups harder. Always 10 total, alternating, only 5 each side, and that's to give you that 20 to 30 second break between your pushes, because you have 55 total chest pushes and you have 100 total, 50 each arm biceps. So it's always 10 total alternating. Brian, you're gonna do 5 each side because I want load. You guys, this is the kicker. I want load. However you can maintain increased load. Now, I don't mind a little huffy puffy, sweaty, breathy, worky, but with the reps, you should be able to maintain load. 10 push, 10 bicep. 9 push, 10 bicep. 8 push, 10 bicep. 7 push, 10 bicep, all the way down through 1. And again, push-ups, heart safer because of body position and the rhythm we're trying to do and potentially the load. But if you have the load, adjust with dumbbell bench press, bar bench press, machine chest press. Yes, you could lay on a ball or a bench and do your chest press, but be careful getting on and off the tool because of the rhythm we're trying to have, okay? So, we're working, you're breathing. I want you to go at your pace. Don't wait for me, but we'll kind of stay together a little bit. You're either finishing round 2 biceps or you're starting round 3 on your 8 push-ups or chest presses. By that 8, you should start to feel the burn. The 10, no big deal. 9, okay, maybe it started to become a deal, but that 8 should really get things kick-started. And then you're like, wait a second here, we're going down in reps. The 7 and the 6 are tough, but then as those reps decrease more, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, again, you're maintaining the burn. It's survivable as those reps go down. So round 3 is your 8 push, always 10 bicep. Remember, I want load, that would be awesome, but you should always have motion. I never want you to sacrifice motion just because of what we're doing. And I never want you to sacrifice reps. Don't think, oh my gosh, I'm behind. I want to get rid of this one. No, do your workout. Don't do mine. Don't do Leon's. All right, don't do Malia's. They're on their own thing. I want you guys to do your workout. Round 4, 7 push-up, 10 bicep. Again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 rounds. Those biceps are always 10 total, alternating, 5 each side. Steady, nice good burn, please. Again, the intent is your chest pushing with push-ups and chest presses, biceps pulling, hard work happening with a nice good warm-up loop. We have the legs and exertion for some intensity and power. We have the ab oblique circuit. We'll do it again at the end of this circuit. Round 5 is 6 pushes, 10 biceps. If you're a little ahead, awesome. Just know that you're gonna wait for me at the end a little bit, so enjoy the motion, let it burn. Round 5 is 6 pushes, 10 biceps. Round 6 is 5 push-ups, 10 biceps. If you were at the gym, I wouldn't have given you a lot of weights to change with, but you would have had a heavy weight to start with. And your job would have been to maintain that. So a potential weight drop might have happened if you were with me. However, if you can maintain the weight you have, maintain the motion, awesome. Round 5 is 6 push, 10 biceps. Round 6 is a flip-flop, 5 push-ups, 10 biceps. We haven't done this in 2 years. It's just one of those steady, hard work, huffy-puffy, pat yourself on the back type of circuits. You did a lot of push-ups in a short amount of time. In fact, 55 total push-ups, 100 total biceps, and again, in a short amount of time. Round 6 is your 5 push-ups, your 10 biceps. If you're a little bit ahead, cool. 4 push-ups and 10 biceps. If you're a little behind, cool. Do your circuit. 5 push-ups, 10 biceps. Now, if you have chosen tools like bar, bench press, dumbbell bench press, stability ball, bench, just the simple change of getting on and off the machine, safely racking and unracking your weights, right? That's gonna change the timing of this thing, and that's okay. I wanted load. The rhythm of push-ups and biceps is a safer rhythm when you're talking about doing the heavier push and adding the pull, getting on and off the tool. Round 6 is a 5 push-ups, 10 biceps. Round 7 is 4 push-ups, 10 biceps. We should all be, give or take, those 2 rounds. You're either on the 5 push-ups, 10 biceps, or 4 push-ups and 10 biceps. Again, 4 push-ups, 10 biceps, right? Or give or take. And if you're on the 3 push-ups, 10 biceps, awesome. And if you're on the 2 push-ups, 10 biceps, I'm not upset, just a little bit quick on your motion. So you're either on the 4 push-ups with your 10 biceps or the 3 push-ups with your 10 biceps. Odd and funky, I get it. We don't do these things very often. I wanted a level of intensity today that we haven't had in a while. Round 8 is your 3 push-ups, 10 biceps. Round 9 is your 2 push-ups, 10 biceps. Definitely a workout when you go talk to your friends later on a happy hour, like, hey, check out what we did today. I'm like, what? You did what on the butt push-ups? It sounds like more, but it is only 55 reps. You've done more than that. So you're either on the 3 push-ups, 10 biceps, or the 2 push-ups, 10 biceps. And if you did or are doing the 1 push-up, 10 biceps, awesome. A little bit fast, all good. If you're a little behind and you had different tools, awesome. Pat yourself on the back for utilizing tools to increase or maintain load. That was the agenda. So 2 push-ups, 10 biceps. And then 1 push-up, 10 biceps. Let it burn, baby, let it burn. Come on, baby. 2 push-ups or chest presses, 10 biceps. 1 push-up, 10 biceps, and you are end of circuit. 55 total push-ups and 100 total biceps. Pace, intensity, focus. I do want you to finish off your circuit the way it is, but when you are done, you are going to repeat the obliques and abs from earlier. And that was your 25 right oblique, 25 sit-up, 25 left oblique, 25 Supermans, and that would be the potential end of your workout. I can talk about extra credit if you want it. Same abs, you can do different obliques. 25 right oblique, 25 sit-up, 25 left oblique, 25 reverse crunch, and then 25 Supermans. That's 125 reps. The intent is it's 4 to 5 minutes, and that could be the end of your workout. If you want more, I can always give you more. When you get there, you could do the same standing obliques if you want to. Left hand is right oblique, and right hand is left oblique. You could go on the ground, hip dips. The down side is pushing you up. So the left side down is left oblique, the right side down is your right oblique. You can do double lateral leg lifts. The up side is pulling you up. Right side up is double lateral leg lifts, and left side up is left obliques. You could lay on your back, knees to your left for your right side crunch is your right oblique. Knees to your right is your left oblique. Sit-ups. You could lay on the ground, lay on a ball, lay on a bench. You could have your legs straight, your knees bent. You could be elevated on a bench. You could have your feet on the ground, or feet on the bench. You could have your feet narrow and wide on a ball or the ground. Moral of the story is play around with your leg, your feet position when you do sit-ups. I know sit-ups can be tedious. We do all these sit-ups. Change your body position, change where your legs are. Wide, narrow, bent, straight. One leg bent, one leg straight. Play around with your body position. 25 right oblique, 25 sit-up, 25 left oblique, 25 Supermans. Do it slow, do it big. One more time, I will start talking about an extra credit circuit soon. If you want to do it, awesome. If you have time, if you have energy to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't feel penalized and not by not doing it. And we started like just a couple minutes late, but I wanted to give you the opportunity to do more if you want more. Not going to talk about it yet though. Right oblique 25, 25 sit-ups. Left oblique 25, 25 reverse crunches, and then 25 Supermans. Breathe and focus. Breathe and focus. Breathe and focus. Reverse crunches Your body can be up, which does include your head. Your body can be down. You're lengthening your abs or contracting your abs. Lengthen your abs and contract your abs. Again, 25 right, should be done. 25 sit-up, probably done. 25 left, maybe done. 25 reverse crunch, and then 25 Supermans. You can leave at any time. The extra credit circuit doesn't imbalance you, so you could literally do a round or two or three. Again, we started just a couple minutes late, so I want to make sure you get at least your 45 plus minutes. If you despise Supermans like the whole thing, try just your upper body and try just your lower body. But if you despise or it doesn't feel good to lay on your stomach, yes, you can do swimmers on your hands and knees or your stomach. But Superman's is the muscle development version, the major contraction version versus swimmers. Swimmers does involve muscle contraction, but it's more mobility of spine and activation of those muscles. Superman's is definitely geared towards a back exercise, like a lat pull down, like a trap row, like a hyperextension, lower back exercise. So I'm going to talk about the extra credit circuit. You can leave at any time. You can do 10 alternating movements, always 10. You can do any of your legs, walking forward, stationary reverse, lateral lunge. You can do any leg. You can do standing scissors. You can do standing runners. You can do jack-o'-lanes. I wouldn't mind the pace went down a smidge. Always 10 total movements with your shoulder press 25 down by 5. So 10 total movements, whether you do an alternating leg, whether you have weight or not is up to you, or you do your movements that can help you eliminate the need for stretching today. Now, stretching is good for you, don't mix up my message. But if you did your standing scissors, standing runners, jack-o'-lanes, you would have your alternating movements, and you'd also have the mobility and flexibility components. If you did your stationary legs, walking forward, walking reverse, stationary forward, stationary reverse, lateral lunge, stiff-legged deadlifts, you would incorporate a little more legs and mobility there. So, always 10 movements, and then your shoulder press is 25 down by 5. So we did our chest pushes, you did your bicep pulling, here you are on your alternating movements with your shoulders pushing. You have that warm-up loop, 120 movements. You have the 100 loaded legs with your 150 exertions. You had your 250 abs and obliques. So, pat yourself on the back no matter what you choose on this circuit. I am labeling it as extra credit because of the potential duration. I would love it if you did a round or two or three. But your shoulder press is 25 down by 5, and your movements are always 10. Standing scissors is great. Standing runners are great. Jack-o'-lanes, great. You can do your stationary reverse and stationary forward lunges and lateral lunges. You can have weight or not if you wanted to use your legs more. Good work today. Just a reminder, I will send you guys the link after the Wednesday noon, that's today. Today at noon, workout is done. Okay, I'll get it loaded up on the YouTube and I'll get it sent to you. You could do it tomorrow morning, you could do it Friday morning, you could do it on your own leisure. And then let's plan on a Saturday morning 9 a.m. workout. Okay? Let's plan on that. If you do not hear from me, we're doing it. And you would need the 9 a.m. link for Zoom. And my Talking Rain peeps, I'll send an email out like I did on Labor Day, like, hey, let's get going. I did get feedback that people want to do it. They are just not doing it. But I think we're gonna have a nice little fall shift. Weather's gonna get darker and colder and wetter, and maybe people will be ready to start doing something, whether in their garage or at the gym. So I want you to focus on you. Finish this workout strong. Always 10 total alternating movements. You can make it as much mobility and flexibility as you want, and you can make it as more legs as you want, but always 10. It's only 5 each side. It doesn't take that long. Your shoulders pushing, whether you sit tall or stand tall, is your 25 down by 5. So between your chest and your shoulders, that's 130 pushes. Your 100 total biceps, 250 abs core, 100 loaded legs, 150 exertions. It sounds crazy to hear, huh? Again, always 10 total alternating movements. Standing scissors is mobility and flexibility and joint stuff and muscle stuff and breathing and blood flow. Standing runners, again, activation, rotation, again, heart rate, blood flow. Jack LaLanne's definitely more of a flexibility and it slows you down a little bit. Please don't guard. Make sure you do the complete motion on your Jack LaLanne's. Again, you can do stationary forward, stationary reverse, stationary lateral, stiff-legged deadlifts. You can have weight or not. Always 10. 25 down by 5 on your shoulders pushing, whether you sit tall or stand tall. Finish this workout. Get it done. In fact, you're almost done. I'm going to say most people are either on the 15 shoulder press or the 10 shoulder press. The alternating movements didn't take very long. The reps go down quite a bit on those shoulders. The burn maintains. Finish this workout. It's Wednesday. Get it done. Don't let anybody stop you. Nobody.